Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Farizul bin Muhammad Fatihi and I would like to propose my final year project which is evaluation of antidiabetic and anti-inflammatory activities of Melastoma malabathricum, white flower variety in different extraction methods. A little background about this study is, this study aims to explore the medicinal properties of the flower part of M. malabathricum. This study will also compare ethanol, methanol, and aqueous extraction methods in yielding optimal bioactive compounds. The main problems driving this study is prevalence of diabetes mellitus, where 15.6% of adults in Malaysia had diabetes. Other than that, the side effect of antidiabetic drugs that are currently available in the market required for development of new and safer antidiabetic drugs. The objective for the studies are to evaluate the antidiabetic and anti-inflammatory properties of M. malabathricum flower in different extraction methods and to determine the metabolites that are present in the different extraction methods of M. malabathricum flower. This study is important because it will help us in exploring the medicinal potential of M. malabathricum, exploring optimal extraction method of M. malabathricum that can yield the optimal concentration of bioactive compounds, supporting sustainable healthcare with renewable resources, and contributing to drug discovery. Diabetes mellitus is a condition of hyperglycemia or high blood sugar which can be caused by decreased insulin action, insufficient insulin production, or both. There are two types of diabetes mellitus, which are type 1 diabetes caused by death of pancreatic beta cell and type 2 diabetes caused by insulin resistance of the body cell. In the year of 2023, 15.6% of adults in Malaysia had diabetes, even though the trend declines from 18.3% in the year of 2019 to 15.6% in the year of 2023, it is still higher than prevalence of diabetes in the year of 2015, which is 13.4%. Now we will look at why this research also testing for anti-inflammatory properties of M. malabathricum. This is because people with obesity, white adipose tissue can be inflamed because of immune cell infiltration and fat cell proliferation. Other than that, excess glucose can produce reactive oxygen species, which can trigger inflammatory pathway. Both mechanisms can produce pro-inflammatory cytokines. Next, as I have mentioned before, antidiabetic drugs that are currently available in the market have high risk of causing side effects. Examples of antidiabetic drugs that can cause side effects are metformin, sulfonylureas, and sodium glucose cotransporter 2 inhibitor. Now, we will get to know about M. malabathricum, or commonly known as sendudok. M. malabathricum belongs to the Melastomaceae family and has been used traditionally to treat thrush, diarrhea, scrapes and wounds, hemorrhoids, dental infections, and stomach aches. There is a study that tests for the anti-hyperglycemic or reducing blood sugar level activities of M. malabathricum leaves. This study has been done using in vivo oral glucose tolerance test using spread-dolly rat as animal model and in vitro alpha amylase and alpha glucosidase inhibition test. The result showed that the leaf of M. malabathricum contained quercetin as the most effective compound in oral glucose tolerance test. Isoquercetrins and choline as the most effective compound in alpha amylase and alpha glucosidase inhibition test, respectively. I believe this study can fill knowledge gaps in the lack of studies of antidiabetic properties for the flower part of M. malabathricum, especially the white flower variety, and the lack of study that comparing the optimal extraction method for antidiabetic study for M. malabathricum. The flow of methodology in this study will be started with sample collection where dried flower of M. malabathricum will be obtained from Langkawi Island. Next, the bioactive compounds of the flower will be extracted using ethanol, methanol, and aqueous extraction methods. After that, this sample will be tested for the antidiabetic and anti-inflammatory properties using alpha amylase and alpha glucosidase inhibition test for antidiabetic test and red blood cell assay for the anti-inflammatory test. Lastly, liquid chromatography mass spectrometry will be conducted on all the extraction samples for compounds identification. Expected outcomes for this study are the ethanol extract of M. malabathricum flower will have the highest antidiabetic properties due to it might contain the highest total of flavonoid contents. Next, methanol extract of the flower will have the highest anti-inflammatory properties due to it might contain the highest total of phenolic content. Finally, for compound identification, ethanol extract of the flower will contain the highest flavonoid content, methanol extract will contain the highest phenolic content, and aqueous extract will contain the lowest flavonoid and phenolic content. The limitations and challenges that I might face in this study are limited prior research on the white flower variety of M. malabathricum, limited access to equipment, and limited availability of consumables and chemicals. The strategies that I can use to address these limitations and challenges are include study of other variety of M. malabathricum, use simpler and less resource-intensive extraction methods, and collaborate with other laboratories that may have the equipment or chemicals needed. That is all for me. Thank you.